Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chit Chat with Love Lady. We want to continue our conversations, our different topics for 2021. So today's topic will be, what do you have? What skills do you have to offer the youth today? If you can teach them anything that will help them on their journey, what skill will you offer them that you know and that has helped you, whether you learned it after the fact of being an adult, or whether it's something that really impacted your life as a child and you carried it into adulthood, and it helps you become successful or great at whatever that skill set is. What do you have to offer the youth today? Okay. The reason I brought that topic up was because once we become adults, we kind of forget that we was once young as well. When I say forgot, I'm not saying, of course, everyone knew that they was little at some point, but we forget that when we was younger growing up, it was certain skill sets that was taught to us or we desired to have in order to help us get to where we wanted to go and be as an adult. So I'm going to give you an example for me. Excuse me. I think that I've always wanted to be a nurse or just of service, to know how to help those that did not have the help. I feel like as I did. When I was growing up, my family was very, very educated, I would say. Under the circumstances, I lived with my grandmother, and we're talking about coming back. We talking about a grandmother that did not get her GED until she was 66, and she passed, I think at 67, somewhere up in that age. And it wasn't that she wasn't smart. It wasn't that she didn't know what to do, but she was born in 23. So I'm assuming certain things was important back then or whatever, but she was able to provide for her children. So me living with her at a young age, I feel like she didn't know how to guide me as far as, I need this child tested. You know, she's very capable of doing this, capable of doing that. And it came to a point where I was not identified as GT until my 8th grade year. So it may not seem big to anyone else, but when you have a child that's already advanced and certain things are taking place educationally wise to keep that child moving at the rate that they're learning. So I was one of those children I got in trouble. Didn't know why I kept getting in trouble. Yeah. I was always finished my work. I was all, just didn't have anything else to do. So by the time they realized that, hey, she's on a different level. Well, the thrive of wanting to now go faster wasn't always there. You introduce a GT kid at an early age to be pushed. When I say push to their skill set. So, long story short, I feel like my identification as GT was delayed. Therefore, yes, I can do the work, but now I'm not motivated to be moving that fast by the time I'm in the 8th grade. So when I realized that, hey, this is what you have to do, I'm like, oh no, I don't want homework on the first day of school. I want to be like everybody else now, versus the other way around. Even though I knew I can do the work, I just don't want to be pushed to that limit. And of course, as a child, you don't realize that, hey, you're gonna hurt yourself. But again, my family and where I come from, for those around me that was raising me, didn't have that educational, motivational mindset to say, hey, you know what, man, okay, let's see if we do this here, if this will help her. However, my mom got a GED. My grandmother got a GED. But my aunties and uncles, they all graduated high school. They all went to college, all had really, really good careers. I would say lasted 25, 30 plus years. But my mom, it seemed like she was the laborer. My grandmother was the laborer. And I know it's always one in the family that's the laborer. So anyway, I feel like because of my experience, I didn't want another child left not being pushed to their potential early on. Because a lot of our kids, you can identify their smarts, their skill sets really early, what they're interested in, what they're not, especially with today's technology. So instead of becoming a nurse through other things that transpired in my life, I found myself always working with children, working with the youth, motivating them to do better, keeping education first. So I think that the skill set that I contribute to the youth and that I continue to contribute is motivation in education. I do work in education at this time, and I do believe that if you start early in their life, motivating them, explaining to them how important it is, really seeing how far that they can actually mentally push themselves, it would help. Because no child want to know that they was capable of doing something, but no one allowed them to show them how much they can retain, how much they knew. And I mean, of course, I feel like if I would have been pushed early on, I think that I would have did even better in life. I appreciate all life experiences that I've had as a youth. And a lot of it helped me as an adult. And who knows, maybe the cards will say, hey, you're going to be that laborer. You're going to be this here. You're going to be that there. Because when I go back and identify my cousins and whatnot, you can see that cycle. So I wanted to break the cycle for someone, for a child, for as many children as I can. Not only just through education, but you have to find a way to reach that child, to motivate that kid. So I've always worked with something that interests them, found that what they're interested in, and use that as a helpmate for the kid to motivate them. So anyway, I think you get the picture, but what skill set do you have that can help the youth today? And are you willing to teach them that skill set in order for them to have a better tomorrow? Let's chat about it. Leave some comments. Leave some comments. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can always know when Chit Chat with Love Lady is posting a new topic. Have a great day, guys.